Hello. I'm gonna be talking about my low buy year and how it's going so far. So basically, I started a low buy year for 2026, but I have only made one videos for January update, and that's because a lot happened, and I haven't been updating on my low buy year, but I have been writing everything down. I still am budgeting. Something happened, so basically I was gonna get like my wisdom teeth pulled out, and I got a code for like 3,000 something, and after my insurance is like about like 2.4K. So I didn't do it. I didn't do it in the US. That's what I meant. So basically, after I got a code, I was like, I don't know if I want to pay that much, or I don't know if it's worth paying that much for. What I did was I asked my mom and asked her to ask the dentist at our country, like her dentist basically, how much did it cost to pull out wisdom teeth, and the price come up to be like about $25 to $50 per tooth. So I end up went and do it in Lao instead. It was the best decision. So what I did is I asked my company if I could take like a vacation, but I have talked to my boss before that I'm probably gonna take my teeth out. I don't know when. I mean, and I also talked to her about how I'm gonna go to visit my home country this year. We were talking about like June to like October, but then this came up, and I'm like, I might need some time off because of that. So what I did was I asked my boss if I could take a vacation. I could also work online and basically get this done so then I don't have to worry about it. And she said yes. So thank you to my boss. So what I did is I bought a ticket to Laos on February, and to be back by like April. So that's why I spent quite a bit, and I didn't record a video because of it, because like my expense was a little bit confused for February, March, and April. And today I'm gonna do an update how I spent for 3 months straight going had a vacation, a whole month of vacation, and flew out of country, which is the most expensive thing I have spent on for the last 3 months. But it was worth it. It helped me a lot because I was homesick and everything. And let's just talk about my low buy and if I'm still keeping up. So for February, I spent a total of $2,372.84 because I paid for the plane ticket. It was a one-way there, one-way back, and one train ticket, but this one is only the plane ticket. So on February, I spent 97.84 on gas. I spent 277.46 on random stuff. On grocery, I spent 109.78 on boba. I have a whole section for boba. On boba, I spent $31.02. Eating out, I spent $59. Car repair, I spent $28. I don't remember what it was. I think it was the headlight, if I remember correctly. Like one of the headlights just stopped working, and then we had to buy a new one. And then essentials, which I think it's like skincare or soap or something, I spent $7.99. rent is $731.66. It's a 2-bedroom. I pay a portion and my dad is paying another portion. So yeah, I spent like $2,372.84. But to think about the fact that I actually spent less to get the wisdom teeth pulled out, I think that was worth it. I did have like a vacation. I get to spend time with my family. I got to rest. And it's like I didn't like the whole vacation cost about the same or less than just getting my teeth done here. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it again if I have to. I do not want to pull it again. It was really bad. I can't eat anything for like 5 days. My lips are like all the time. Like when I sleep, my lips are like open. Anyway, that's my spend on February. I mean, it's not really a no buy. I feel like I did try my best to do low buy, but I still spent some, which is okay. And let's move on to March. So for March, I spent a total of, let me see, $871.62 on rent. For some reason, I don't know why. And I spent $110.80 on the dental. So that's when the 2 teeth got pulled out. So what happened is one tooth is about, like I mentioned, 25 to 50. Oh wait, no, that's not it. That was my cavity. I got one cavity fill and it's already like $110.80. I did that in the US before I went to Laos for my wisdom teeth pull out. Eat out, I spent $20. Parking, because I went to downtown, I spent $6.60. I spent on random stuff $62.07. I spent on transit $200. That is my train ticket and a bunch of stuff. So I just put it as $200 for transit because the train itself, it's not $200. The train was about $30, and then the money was, oh okay, here's it. So $200 is $59 for the teeth pulling. So the 2 wisdom teeth was $59 to be pulled and everything. And it is $59 because it is $25 each. But then because it was so cheap, and the dental that we go to is a dental clinic where there is the real teacher doctor, and then the rest are like student to be dental. So we kind of tip them as well. So that's like the extra $9. I mean, $9 might sound like nothing here, but over there it's quite a bit of money. And I let my mom decide because she lives there and she knows what's best to tip and what's to give. So I spent $200 on my teeth pulled, which is $59, the train ticket, and the rest I spent in Laos. So it was really hard to keep track of my money because I spent a lot. I bought a lot of things. But it's not something that I add into my life. It's more like something that I use over there. So yeah. And then I spent $9.98 on subscription. So the total for March, I spent $1,281.07, which is okay. Like, I would spend more if I live in the US. Like, the rent, I mean, the only off things in March is the $200 that I used to pay for everything, and then I used the whatever left I used in Laos, and then $110 for the cavity fill, which is okay. So in March I spent $1,281.07. which is still low buy but not no buy. Like I mentioned, it's not that easy, and it's not no low buy because I did buy stuff it left. Anyway, let's move on. And now I'll come to April. The month just ended. I spent $709.84 on rent. I spent $67.80 on drinks, which is like Starbucks and bobas, everything combined. I spent $158 and 86 cents on markets. But these aren't just groceries. So those are a combination of like kind of groceries that I bought from the market. I was also in Laos and Thailand at the beginning of the month. So the 158.80 cents combined of like grocery that I did spend in the US when I came back, and also like souvenirs from Laos and Thailand, because I did like got almost all of the souvenirs from the market. And then I spent $313.22 on stuff. I was in Thailand, guys. Like, of course I spent money. I got Chow and Keep bag. I wasn't going for it, but the store of Stan Oil. Stan Oil was not next to, I have to keep walking past Chow and Keep to get to Stan Oil. And they didn't have the bag that I had my eye on and I want, so I ended up getting something from Chow and Keep because I keep walking past it. I went in to look at the shoes, but I walked out with a bag, so bear with me. And I also went to Central World in Bangkok. I got a Korean bag, Ondam Somdo, if I remember the name correctly. It's like a silver bag. It's so cute. Yeah, that's included in there too. And then I spent $30.50 on Eat Out. And $85.63 on gas. $65 fees that I spent applying for a new apartment. So yeah, this month also the $9.98 for the subscription that I had. So this month I spent $1,363.83. I forgot to say that the $200 does also include my hotel. So like that's okay. So in April, it's more like souvenirs because I stopped by Thailand. A little bit of shopping. Yeah. And then it's $67.80 for drinks because I lay over at Seattle for like 7 hours and nothing opens. Like nothing. The only thing that opens was the Starbucks, and I appreciate that. So I bought I think I had like 2 drinks during my layover because it was 8 hours and it was not a good layover because I missed my flight basically. I came back and the custom line was like long, like it wrapped all over. If you have been to Seattle airport, it wrapped all over the cursor, and like it took so long to go past. But yeah. And then when I went out, bad enough, you know how there is like the door for transfer and connecting flight, so you don't have to leave the actual airport, you just have to go through custom and go back, and then just put your bag in and go back in. They closed right when I got out of my custom lanes, so I went out, I got my bag in, but the TSA line, they closed, so they were like, oh yeah, we can't take you. So I have to go outside and come back into the actual airport. And I had to go through the TSA line, the big TSA line. I just had a bad luck. But trust me, I was not alone. I feel like when I got out of the TSA line, it took like about an hour or something. And the custom already took so long. My layover was not enough. My layover was only 2 to 3 hours. like it was just not like a good time, but it's okay. I passed it. Yeah, so when I got out of the TSA and then I got to my gate, I was not the only one. So there was like 5 people in front of me that missed the same flight. And when I got into my flight, the 8 hour that I waited, um there was people who were supposed to be on the same flight as me the day before, but they missed the flight. They like totally missed it. I think I moved really fast because I ran. I was by myself. I don't need to worry about anyone. I was just waiting for my bag, and I was waiting for my bag, and I just ran straight into the line. So yeah, good experience. It wasn't horrible, but it was bad. I don't like it. Anyway, so that's what I spent for the last 3 months. So yeah, 2,372 and 84 cents on February. $1,281 and 7 cents on March. $1,363 and 83 cents on April. I don't think it's horrible. I feel like right now at the moment my standard spending is about 1,200 to 1,300. Some months I did well and then stay under the 1,200, but some month where things happen, I have to pay for my car things, I have to pay for some random things, it does go about like 1,300 or 1,300 something, which is okay. I'm still living well, and this month I still have to get my oil changed, so that's another expense. Anyways, how is your low buy year, no buy year going? I hope you're doing well as well. It's a good thing to do. I have been watching like so many videos of people saying they are in debt, people who make so much more money than I do and they didn't even save anything. I feel like, but people are starting to save more now, which is good. That's a good thing. I mean, it's your money, like do whatever you want to make you happy. But do also remember that saving and investing, it's good for you, yourself, and your future. Like, if you just work and spend all the money and not save anything, or even more money than you made, you're not doing it like in the box way, but it's okay. I do not want to judge people. Like, it's your money, girl, spend it on whatever you want to spend it on. Like, be happy, because that's what I did. I went to Laos. I got my 2 wisdom teeth pulled out, $25 each. I got to eat everything I wanted. I got to see my mom. I got to see my cousin. Ow. I bit on my gums, but anyway, it was great. I had a great vacation, and I was really homesick, but now I'm good. I'm well. I'm back to be able to work, and I'm moving. New chapter is coming, so good luck. 2026 is going to be a good year. Just make sure that you made it a good year, not just believing that it's gonna be a good year. A good quote that I have heard that made me like, it's like an eye-opening quote. So they said, people have done mistakes. There are many people who have done many mistakes. Stop learning from just making the mistake and learn to learn from other people's mistakes. You don't need to always be the one who made the mistake, because it's not gonna be easy to get out of it. So, I mean, I feel like I like that quote a lot. I was watching a lot of videos, so I can't really quote anyone. Like, that's not from me, but learn from other people's mistake. Don't make the same mistake as someone who told you what mistake they made. So your life is gonna be easier. Peace. I'll see you next time.